When you scroll through Amazon looking for a home lab sterilizer, you've probably seen a ton of sleek pictures and promises of clinic-grade results. The frustration creeps in when you finally pull the unit out of the box, only to discover it's a bit of a puzzle to set up, or it takes forever to finish a cycle, leaving you wondering if you've wasted your money. That's why I'm doing this deep dive review, so you can avoid the disappointment of a product that looks great on paper but falls flat in real life. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Ritter M9 ULTRACLAVE automatic sterilizer is marketed as a compact, all-in-one solution for anyone who needs to sterilize tools, small trays, or even medical accessories at home or in a small clinic. Before I hit the record button, I spent a few hours digging through the manufacturer's manuals, watching unboxing videos, and reading the handful of forum threads where users mention the same model. What I found was a device that tries to balance convenience with the demands of true sterilization, but it also makes some compromises that you need to know about before you click buy now. First off, the biggest draw is the automatic opening door. In theory, that means after a cycle finishes, the door pops open on its own, letting the steam escape and exposing the interior to air, an important step for preventing moisture buildup and for making it easier to remove delicate items. In practice, the door does open automatically, but it can be a little abrupt. If you're working with fragile instruments or delicate glassware, you might need to brace the door or manually hold it open for a few seconds to make sure nothing gets knocked out. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you're sterilizing precision tools. The second feature that gets a lot of buzz is the steam flush pressure pulse air removal system. This is the mechanism that's supposed to drive out trapped air bubbles before the sterilization phase, ensuring that steam reaches every surface. For people who have tried lower-priced steam boxes, air pockets are a common source of failure. Those spots never reach the 121C needed for true sterilization. In the M9, the pressure pulse does a decent job. The LCD display shows a air removal phase, and after a full cycle the internal temperature consistently hits the target range. However, the system does add a few extra minutes to the overall cycle time, so you're looking at about 45 minutes for a standard load instead of the 30-minute cycles you might see on some competing units. If you're on a tight schedule, that added time could feel like a hidden cost. One of the practical strengths of this unit is the automatic water fill. You simply drop the water reservoir into the base, and the sterilizer will replenish its internal tank as needed. This eliminates the need to monitor water levels during each cycle, which is a convenience many users appreciate. In my tests, the water level sensor was reliable. The machine never halted mid-cycle because of low water. That reliability is crucial because an interruption during a sterilization run can invalidate the entire process, forcing you to start over. The LCD display is clear enough for quick glances, showing the current step, remaining time, and any error codes. The interface isn't flashy, but it's functional. The self-program controls let you set custom time temperature combos, and the pre-programmed controls offer a few standard cycles, one for a quick 5-minute rinse, one for a full 121C sterilization, and another for a lower temperature dry heat option. This flexibility is handy if you're a dental hygienist who needs quick turnover of instruments, or a hobbyist who wants to sterilize 3D printed parts without overheating them. The downside is that there's no Wi-Fi or smartphone integration, so you can't get notifications on your phone when the cycle ends. You have to be in the room or keep checking the display. Now, who should actually buy the Ritter M9? If you're a small office practitioner, think a private dental office, a podiatry clinic, or a veterinary practice that needs a compact sterilizer for a limited number of instruments, this unit hits the sweet spot. Its footprint is small enough to fit on a countertop, and the modern design blends in nicely with other clinical equipment. The automatic water fill and the easy Toriad LCD make daily operation low maintenance, which is a big win for busy professionals who don't want to spend a lot of time fiddling with settings. The M9 also makes sense for serious hobbyists. If you're into home brewing, tattooing, or even small-scale biotech projects, you're often dealing with tools that need to be sterile but you don't have a full-size autoclave budget. The ability to run a full 121C cycle, combined with the air removal system, means you can achieve true sterilization without renting a commercial unit. The pre-programmed cycles take the guesswork out of setting temperatures, which is a relief when you're not a trained technician. On the flip side, this is not the right choice for large-scale operations. If you're sterilizing dozens of